Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, or whenever you're watching this. How is everybody doing? This is the lady back on the microsoft, Miss C Temptation, coming at you with another commentary of Chicago Talk. I wanted to begin this video by saying namaste. Peace be unto you and everybody that is watching this video. Happy Thursday to everybody. Lord, it is hot in Chicago today. I think it's almost pushing like 90 degrees. But yeah, the reason why, first I want to start off by apologizing to everybody because I know these last couple of weeks has been really busy for me, trying to work a full-time job, trying to do the best I can to care for my mother who is ill from dementia. And, you know, when you're dealing with a dementia patient, that is stressful and it is very hard. So that's the reason why I haven't been making any videos lately. But today I want to talk about this violence and these children being killed in Chicago. And I don't know what the hell is wrong with our people in our community. But according to what I read online, they said that it was a total of 7 children in Chicago alone. 7 children that were killed in Chicago within the last 2 weeks. They said over the Father's Day weekend, it was like over 100 people that got shot. But they said in the last couple of weeks, 7 children were killed, and that's including a 3-year-old who was sitting in his car seat with his mom in the car, then a 1-year-old, and I think it was a 10-year-old. But this is the message I want to put out. This is really getting ridiculous. You know, these babies getting shot, these babies getting killed for no reason whatsoever. Okay. And it's just sickening to me. I mean, you know, and then you got all these people speaking about Black Lives Matter, but within the past 2 weeks, you had 7 babies that were killed for no reason because of somebody being negligent in terms of handling a weapon. Come on, people. It is time to wake the fuck up. Stop killing these babies. Stop killing these women. Stop shooting these women. You know, because when you talk about innocent lives, this is really ridiculous now. You know, how you just taking these kids' lives out and they just got in the world, what, a year, 2 years, 3 years ago. You know, it just doesn't make any sense whatsoever. I mean, and it's totally uncalled for. You know, but you walking around talking about Black Lives Matters. As far as I'm concerned, you know, and this is just me personally speaking on this, all lives matter. I don't care if you're black. I don't care if you're white. I don't care if you're Mexican. I don't care if you're Puerto Rican, if you're Arab, Chinese, Japanese, whatever. As long as we are breathing the breath of life into our lungs and inhaling it into our body that was sent to us as a gift from the Creator, all lives matters. And in terms of these babies getting killed, especially that 1-year-old, I'm hoping and praying to my highest spirit that whoever was responsible for that gets arrested. And I hope he never walks daylight ever again. Because what in the hell type of excuse do you have in terms of killing a 1-year-old child that just came into the damn world? I mean, totally innocent, you know, and then for someone to be so negligent like that and matter of fact, I'm just going to get down and get dirty with this. For someone to be so damn stupid doing this, I mean, really? I mean, when is this bullshit going to end though? I mean, because all these lives people getting shot at, and it's just totally unnecessary, you know, and I just hope and pray though they catch that killer, whoever did that, because that just burns my asshole up. And then I want to bring up another case about this young man that killed 2 teenage boys, ages, 15 and 16, I believe, 16, 17, something like that. But they were 2 teenage boys. And this young man had the audacity to sit up here and shoot these 2 young boys because they asked him how tall was he. I mean, for someone to take these young men's lives like that just because they ask how tall you are, something is seriously wrong with that young man. I mean, because that's just totally unheard of. I mean, just because they ask you how tall you are, that gives you the right to take their lives out. For what? But even though he's arrested now, but I guarantee you though, if he does get charged and go to prison, he will never see daylight ever again. And he should never walk the streets of Chicago ever again. Because if you do 2 children like that, God knows you'll do someone else like that. And for what? And I mean, the man just got on probation. I mean, he just totally messed his life up completely. And contrary to popular opinion, it just doesn't make any sense whatsoever. You know, but they want to march around here talking about Black Lives Matters. I got a problem with that. I have a serious problem with that. You know, you speaking on one thing, but turn around and babies are getting killed. What sense does that make? None whatsoever. So, ladies and gentlemen, please, leave a comment on the bottom. Let me know what you think about these stories. And the second topic I want to touch on is this, about this election that's coming up this November. If you ask me personally, I think this election is just an absolute joke. Because if you look at it between Donald Trump and Joe Biden, basically it's just less of the 2 evils. And I told somebody on Facebook about maybe a week ago that unless they're going to speak up on reparation for African Americans in terms of what our ancestors went through as far as with slavery and being, hung and all of that, unless they're talking about some sort of reparation for us, I will not vote. My vote will be none of the above, because to me it's just a waste of valuable time, and I mean, I think that's just a no. I think that's just a no-win situation if you ask me personally. I mean, because now speaking on Joe Biden, he could talk that talk, but the main question is this: will he walk the walk? That's the main thing. And personally, I don't see it. I really don't. I think it's just game that they're trying to spit. And then Donald Trump walking around, don't let me start talking about his orange face looking ass, talking about he's making America greater. I'm making America greater for who? It sure in the hell ain't for us, because look at the country and the world is the shape that it's in now. Dealing with this COVID-19, and we are far out the woods from that. And then not to talking about what happened with this looting and this rioting, because it all started because of the case with George Floyd, okay? And then now we're dealing with all these murders in Chicago, these 7 babies especially being shot and killed. And, and it's just too much. It's just too much to deal with, And this election coming up, I don't see it. I don't see it. I don't see it. And I don't trust it whatsoever. Unless they're speaking about doing something for Black people, I'm not trying to hear it. I ain't feeling it. And I ain't trying to be bothered with it. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, again, leave a comment on the bottom and let me know what you think about these stories. And again, I do apologize for my extended absence. I'm going to try to do the best I can and try to do a video in between time, because, it's been rough for me these last couple of weeks, so. And the main thing I ask for, I'm going to keep pushing. I'm going to say share and subscribe. Share and subscribe. So, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get ready to end this video. So, for those of you that have been following me for a while, you already know what my outro is. I'm going to say that I love you. I bless you. I have faith in you, and I realize the Creator in each and every one of you. So guys, do me a favor, please, if you have, out of your busy schedules, please take a moment to pray for these babies and their families who lost their lives senselessly, because it's just totally ridiculous. And our people really, especially in Chicago, we really need to get it together, because this just doesn't make any sense whatsoever. So, keep them lifted up in prayer, and keep the families lifted up in prayer. So, like I said, until the next video, I want to drop the mic. Guys, enjoy the rest of your Thursday evening. And please, whatever you do, stay safe. Please keep those masks on, because, like I said, the numbers are already spiking in the southern states. And then I just have a funny feeling, though, that those numbers are going to start to rise when the winter comes of 2021. And it's going to get downright ugly. So we definitely have to stay lifted up in prayer. So until the next video, I will see you guys next time. And you take care of yourselves. And I love you all. Take care.